Hi, I'm Greg James with Greg James Designs, and today I'm going to talk to you about construction management versus turnkey contracting. What are the difference? I'm here with my trusty sidekick Alexis, and we're going to discuss that just a little bit. All right, so you have completed your plans and you're ready to build. You have your construction loan in place, got all your financing lined out. Some people pay cash, that's awesome. Let's say you got your building ordered. How do you get it built? Well, there's a couple of different methods. First thing we'll talk about is what we call construction management or cost plus. I came from the commercial world predominantly. I've done both. I did residential for many, many years, and I did commercial for many years. But in the commercial world, you could hire a construction manager, and many times they're architects, or they're an architectural firm with a construction division to it. Construction management is really pretty straightforward. All you're doing is you're hiring a construction manager to manage your project for a fee. And typically, you pay all the bills, you pay the subcontractors, the labor, you pay for the materials, you pay for everything. They don't pass money through their account. They usually just take a flat fee. It can be anywhere from 8 to 10, 12, 15%, just depends on where you are and how much of their service you need. On the residential side, you can talk to a builder, a contractor, and say, hey, how much would you charge me just to manage this project? Give me a price to manage it for just a straight up fee, and I'll do the daily management. So see, that's the big difference. A lot of construction managers are not going to be out there every single day. So you save a lot of money that way, but you have to talk about your time. Do you have the time to meet with a subcontractor on site to go over an issue or to make decisions, whatever? Okay, you may or may not. If you do, that's great. You could also do a cost plus arrangement with a builder to where maybe he charges you a little extra fee, but he treats it just like a normal job. Okay, so he works on hiring the subcontractors, deploying all the materials, getting everything on site, overseeing the general construction of the project for maybe a little bit extra cost. And so that's an option. So we personally do the same thing here in Oklahoma City area. So if you're in the Oklahoma City area, we can offer you a construction management project process. And so it just depends on what your needs are, on how we charge for that. We even have a fee, or we can just help you with your budget. So let's say we have clients in Texas that we've helped down in the Houston area. So it's like they said, well, we're going to manage it ourselves, but we need help with the budget of the project. So we have a whole template that we send the client, and we go through that with them, and some things to look for when they're bidding their stuff out. And we help them go through their bids, and if they get quotes on the heating and air, or the concrete of the building, whatever, we work with them. So we have even that kind of a limited process that we can offer if you're out of state. In short, if you have the time and you have the personal disposition to deal with subcontract labor on the job and the potential difficulties that can arise from that, then it may be a great option for you.
So we've talked about the pros of construction management. What would you say are the cons if you're going to go that route?
That's a good point. The downside, and it can be a big one, no cost guarantee. Okay. When you hire a construction manager, you are bearing, as the homeowner, all the responsibility of the bottom line. Okay, so that can be a problem. I'm not going to kid you. So your costs can quickly get out of control if you don't have a good plan in place. But a properly executed project that is well thought out You've made all the big decisions up front. It's real important. You try to minimize changes and change orders. You can have a very successful project and keep it under budget. So on the flip side of that coin, turnkey. Okay, what we call turnkey. Well, what does that even mean? Well, I think the term comes from like you have your plans, you give it to your builder, he gives you a price. It says, okay, for these plans and this specifications, we're just going to build it for X number of dollars, period. And so there's no financial surprises, okay? So, but he determines, not the homeowner, he determines who gets hired, what materials are used for the most part, who's doing the dirt work, who's doing the concrete, who's putting the building up, where the building's coming from, all that stuff. He has to determine that because he has to guarantee the cost and he has to guarantee the time frame. So turnkey contracting, well, it's pretty simple. You give your plans to a builder and he gives you a price with these plans and these specifications, and there's a guaranteed cost, barring change orders. Change orders can get real expensive in a construction process. I would encourage you as much as possible to nail down all your big decisions, barring colors. Try to nail down your flooring, your tile, your cabinetry. All those things really can run the cost of your project way up. And so you want to minimize change orders. One of the biggest advantages to turnkey project is you have a guaranteed cost, and in most situations the project will go faster, okay? Because that contractor, that's all he does for a living is build stuff. And so he has a team of people that he works with all day in and day out. Most of the time they have the same electricians, the same heat and air guy, the same concrete guy, and he deploys his resources in an orderly fashion and gets it done in a short order, okay? Because if he drags that project out, he's not going to make any money. So it's in his interest to get it done. And so one of the downsides on the flip side, the construction management is on the turnkey situation, you really don't have a say-so in who gets hired. So if there's some particular company you would like to use, quite often you would not be able to insert that person into their process because that could be a problem. But on the construction management side, you hire who you want. Basically, like for me personally, when I work with a client, I say, okay, I give the client a list of people that we've worked with that do a great job. But the bottom line is the homeowner makes the decision on who they want to work with. And so that's the biggest difference. You don't have that luxury so much in turnkeys.
And as far as like making changes in your building process, would you say that construction management is better for that reason? Yeah,
I think so. If you want more flexibility, construction management situation is going to be much better because if you want to make a big change, it's not going to cost you as much as it would under a turnkey situation. Typically, like you tell the electrician, I want to add 4 plugs in my kitchen. Well, you know, that could end up being a significant cost for a lot of reasons. One is they have to add those items in. It slows down their schedule because those people are working by project, and so they get in and get out. And so anything that slows them down from getting to the next project or completing that job, because they don't get paid until they're done. So anything that stretches out the job costs them money. And so change orders usually can get very expensive. So just try to be careful with that, yeah. But that's, you know, otherwise there are pros and cons to both. A lot of it depends on, one, just to recover your time availability. Mm-hmm. Do you have the time to manage the project yourself, either you or your wife? Do you have the disposition for it? Are you okay with not having guaranteed cost? And once again, there's ways to overcome that. If you have a good budget and a good plan, that's not a problem. So those are just things you have to ask yourself.
We would love to help you if you're considering construction management. That's something that we can help you with.
Absolutely.
And walk you through the process of budgeting and really let you know like if this is going to be something that's going to add a lot to your cost. We like to be upfront about that and get you the best price that we can. So yeah, give us a call, shoot us an email. We'd love to help you. And also, if you like this video, if it was helpful to you, leave your comments below. If you have suggestions for things that you would like to learn more about, let us know. Like and subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Yes. Well, thank you.